Ben Thompson, it's a Wednesday night at Happy Valley, and well, for you, that can only mean one thing. You're riding Courier Magic, 2 from 2 around the track. You mmust be looking forward to getting back on board.
Yeah, absolutely, Nick. He's obviously in a short time, he's been an amazing horse to me. I'll be forever in debt to Courier Magic, so looking forward to sitting on him again tomorrow night.
What of his win last time, Ben? I mean, he let down with a really good rattle. He's sort of helped punters at big prices in those 2 wins. So he's been winning. Like, he isn't a 40 to 1 shot. He isn't a 16 to 1 shot. So he's really improving, isn't he?
Definitely. He's been well prepared and assessed by Jamie Richards and his team. They've really worked him out well and how he's most effective. The addition of blinkers really seemed to be the turning point. He's won obviously his last 2 wins, both bringing out Happy Valley, Class 5, Class 4 over the 1650. Stays in Class 4, which gives you confidence. We know he's capable at the class. He rises to the 1800, but given his pedigree and even the manner that he's won in, obviously the first of those 2 wins was he sat leaders back, the next one coming from beyond midfield, but running down the favourite of the race at the closing stages. And the hardest part of that ride, honestly, was pulling him up. He was a full head of steam, so it seems to, obviously Jamie and the connections have found a really good recipe to him, and hopefully can make it 3 in a row.
What about Gate 10? Now we're on the C course for this meeting. I mean, you've got that length of the straight over the 18 now to sort of work with. Gate 10, I mean, he's a hold-up sort of horse. Does it pose many issues for you?
I was probably speaking for Jamie and I, we'd definitely top it for a kind of draw if we had that power. But I think off his last win, just coming from a draw just outside the middle of the field, he was able to get the job done still. There does look to be really good speed in the race. So hopefully what we see on paper is what's presented when the gates open, and he's a horse that he can be a little awkward to begin when he jumps into stride. So I'll just plan A, and probably, really the biggest plan or most important plan is just to find a nice rhythm on him and go from there. He trialled well at Chunfa last Monday, so he seems to be in great order and heading in there well tomorrow night.
He certainly does look alive. And just going back to what you said when we started the interview, obviously, that, these horses, the special ones, they don't have to be top liners, do they? I mean, yes, he's a Class 4 horse, he's rated in the high 40s, but he's a horse that I'm guessing, since in your short time, it obviously does mean a lot, and they're special horses in their own right, aren't they?
Yeah, for sure. It's obviously was my first winner here. I'm sure I'd never forget him regardless, but to win 2 in a row was special. If he can make it 3, it's as you say, he's racing in the pretty much the starting point. It is the starting point in classes here in Hong Kong, but he's really making a name for himself, and hopefully he can keep lifting momentum for myself.
Douglas, Wings of War is a runner for you on Wednesday night. You haven't had him all that long in your stable, but you must be pleased with what he's doing so far.
Yeah, he's a picture of health at the moment. Hasn't set a foot wrong since he's walked into the yard, and probably been a bit unlucky on a few occasions due to circumstances. But the horse himself, he's holding his form, and he's racing with a bit of purpose.
Just on those 3 runs that you've had him for, I mean, to his credit, I mean, he's bumped in. The winners of those races have been horses that are in form, finding form, etc., etc. So, he's certainly running true to his mark and up to form, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the form stacks up pretty well. As you indicated, the horses that have beaten him have been competitive again and are decent horses in the grade. So he's done a good job so far, and he comes back tomorrow night in similar form.
You've got the luxury, Douglas, always of riding track work, of course. How has he felt? I know you've had a sit on him since then.
Yeah, I have. He's held his form. He's a horse. He's a burly horse, so he can get away with you. But he's held his form, and he feels fluent in his action and pretty healthy.
I mean, and just going back to his European form, I mean, he's got that touch of class. I mean, if he brought that to the races, which he probably doesn't have to do a great deal to do so, then he's certainly going to be winning races here.
Yeah, his European form certainly suggests that he has got the ability. I think it was just a matter of welcome to Hong Kong with him and getting his mind around a few things. But he settled in well, as I've said, and look, he's healthy.
Talking of welcoming to Hong Kong, obviously we've welcomed Mary Slack as an owner, which is great. I imagine this one would give you plenty of pleasure if you could get a winner for Mary. I mean, there obviously is a connection there, and I mean, her and her family are huge in South Africa. I imagine you've donned these colours and won on them in the past, surely.
Yeah, we go back a long way. Lovely family, a lot of history. Rode for them a long time ago, and it would be fantastic to eventually get a winner for them as a trainer.
Matthew Poon, Happy Fat Cat, one of your rides on Wednesday night. You've got a super record on him now, Matt. 2 rides for 2 wins, so you must be looking forward to him again.
Well, why not? Yeah, so actually I'm quite surprised last start, like he can in Class 3 against some like stronger field, stronger horse. So his form is really well. Like he traveled really good. So hopefully he can do it again.
Just reflecting on his last run, I mean, as you say, it was a Class 3, so it was going to be that bit tougher. But he seems to have a really good attitude, this horse, doesn't he?
I think like he get more mature, older, and he start to learn how to relax. And now he can relax and give me a little kick at the top shake. So yeah, he seems like change a bit and stronger as well. So
he likes to race on the pace, Matt. So he's quite an easy horse to ride, it would seem. Gate number 1, that's also a positive.
Yeah, I think this draw is perfect for him. Like he can, I can easy to make a decision. Like I can lead or I can hold a box seat. So depend on how the other horses jump and easy to work it out. Yeah.
With your claim, he's actually got 10 pounds more to carry on his back, so it is tougher for him now. Once again in Class 3, but do you think he's still got a bit more to offer this horse?
Well, I think he's still like happy and in good form. Let's see if he can do it again. Yeah.
You and Cody Moe have teamed up quite well. You haven't had too many rides for him, but I think you've ridden 3 winners for him now, so it's nice to have that association as well.
Yes. Yeah. So thank you for his support as well. Hopefully we have more winner to come.
David, Samarkand is a horse who's really found form this season, I guess in no small part to an association with Jerry Chow. More on that shortly, but how is the horse since his last win?
He keeps on keeping on. He's got an awkward gait, but we've stuck to the same process that's won 4 races this year, and he looks like he's holding his form.
He's going to jump from a wide gate as well. I guess that does obviously put a little bit of a spanner in the works.
Yeah, look, you never know, but on form there's not a lot of speed, so he might zip across and lead.
Is he his own best enemy in some respects? He never wins by that far, so I guess the handicapper can't penalise him too much.
Yeah, he's really creeped up the ratings for winning. He hasn't had a blockbuster win, and that works in Hong Kong.
You're a man, I'm sure, who keeps a keen eye on the form book always. Ivy League ran 5th in that race last time, so that's looking good.
Yes, very much so. So there's no doubt that he's a genuine Class 3 horse, and if he doesn't have too hard a first 400, he's going to be hard to beat again.
Mentioned about him and Jerry, of course. Jerry's got a good association with him. What is it you think that clicks between the pair?
I don't know, but Jerry's very confident about the horse and rides him well every time.
Team are in good form. Winners keep flowing. Just a line on Lucky Encounter. Good to see him back in the winners' enclosure.
Yes, he was a dominant winner, and he's heading up to 1400 on the International Day. And if he can run 14, it just gives him so many more options next season, because I do think he's a horse that will go places. He's still maturing and getting better.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, we haven't scripted this interview at all, but it leads me very nicely on to my next question. Obviously, an eye-catching entrant for Champions Day is Little Bros, a horse that you've taken over now here in Hong Kong, of course, one that the family know well. Is he going to run first up in that race, David? And I guess it's a big, exciting time for everyone.
Yeah, look, I'm trialling him Friday in the blinkers. The question he'll run, it's whether I run him in side blinkers or blinkers. The feedback from the boys is that he's a better horse in blinkers. He's an entire, helps him concentrate. They've always told me that he's a lazy track work and trial horse, and I think his trials have been that. They've been effective, lazy, but he would need to race better than he trials to be winning this race. But, it's $22 million to find out, so he's a Group 1 winner. Why not give it a try?
Exactly that. I mean, he has got plenty of class, hasn't he? I mean, they don't give Group 1s away. No,
but he's probably won a Group 1 in the State League, and if you put it in athletics terms, he's in the Olympics this week. So it's a big step up. He has to improve a bit on what he's done.